Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of The Code, the Minecraft puzzle map. First things first, let me ask everybody to turn off or whitelist me and any ad blockers. Help me make a career. We are almost done. We just have puzzle 28 and then we're down to the last two. Last puzzle was Deja Vu, which is pretty interesting. A nice combination of several elements of previous puzzles. Uh, Still not a lot of ways you could have screwed it up. You could have either gotten stuck not figuring it out or just figured it out. You, there was no middle ground where you could have gotten the wrong answer through misinterpretation, really. Which maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing. I think it's probably a bad thing. I think getting the wrong answer and feeling like you're making progress, even though if it's false progress, is probably better than just being stuck and feeling like you're not getting anything. Speaking of not getting anything, we're doing puzzle 28 here when we don't have a title. Last one was draw. This one is last. So, let's see. There's a hole in the ground and a button. Well, the button lights up a lantern, and that's it. Oh, let's see what happens. Does this light up when I hit the button? No, that over there doesn't light up. Does this light up? Well, that lantern is lit now. And now it's lit again. And now it's lit again. Um, well, there's a hole here. Let's go down the hole. Alright. I feel like I may have cheated the system a little bit here. But what else was I supposed to do? I didn't put this hole here. I think the map maker got lazy or got sick one day and didn't finish his map. You've got this button. It's Let's just follow the redstone path. If you don't understand what redstone is or how it works, we'll do it. So the button's on the other side of this. You're pressing it. It's hitting this device, which is called a repeater, which gives it a maximum strength of 5, 15 blocks it can travel without having to be repeated again. Now, every time it's repeated, it can be anywhere from 1 to 4 ticks of the game compiler, and so you can actually use a repeater to slow something down. So it gets to this point, and this is a redstone torch, and when it is on the side of a block, it will invert the signal. So there is no power right now going through this, and it when power does go through this, it will go down inside the block and out to the redstone torch. It's not really a matter of it is connecting this redstone that's on top of the block to the torch. It is actually connecting the redstone to the block. It's powering the block, and the block is powering the torch. And when the redstone torch gets powered, it inverts the signal and goes off. And when it goes off, the power would go off on that lantern. And over here. So there's several steps here it is going, and it looks like it's going almost the full length to this repeater. Here's a powered repeater, and getting repeated so it can go even further. There's a lot of stuff we're going to look at the end of this. This is huge. I really don't feel like I should be out here. Just huge amount of stuff going on all over the place. Uh, and I'll explain it all more in detail, but later in a future episode. In the episode where I am allowed to fly around, that's what I'm gonna do. So it just is repeating this signal and then it's coming up here and coming into this block and powering this block. And just like the redstone torch on the side, a redstone torch in the middle, when connected to a powered block, turns off, which turns off the power to these two redstone repeaters, which is doing what? Let's see. Well, it's not doing a heck of a lot over here because turning this redstone repeater off is not going to do anything to this. A, a line of redstone going into a torch that's attached to a block is not going to do anything like that. In fact, a line of redstone connecting to a torch is not going to do anything. If this block here was not powered, this would be powered and this line would be powered, but this line is not going anywhere or doing anything. Um, so I have no idea. Sometimes you get into complicated builds like this, and it would have to do with creating like a single tick pulse, but that's just not the case in this. This is not a design for anything. The only thing this has achieved is stopping me from getting back to where I began. But that's fine because I was stuck where, as soon as I jumped down the hole, I was stuck out here. That is a huge building. And those are some other huge buildings. Huge, huge buildings. Alright, so let's go to this next thing. You have a repeater going into a block with a piston facing downward. If this was powered, it would push the block down. I assume this is a sticky piston. Um, and so that powers it, turns on this light, and pushes this block down, which stops the power there. Okay. Otherwise, the block is there. So I think we probably need this where it is, just so we can try and do some parkour skills. Uh, oh, I'm gonna fall. I'm so gonna fall. This is an obstacle course. This is not. Oh man, made it. Made it. Sweet. So jump here. Make sure you take care to mind the gap. And so if that was triggered the other direction, and I could get over here, this would be powered. But again, that mechanism doesn't do anything. If he was using like sand instead of regular blocks, there might be a timing mechanism in that, but there really isn't. Sticky piston and redstone blocks, that's always a dangerous thing to use anyways, because when you do that, the pistons often get stuck uh, in the out section. Alright, and so it goes into another repeater here. Still has no use for any of this. And this goes into this. Wait a minute. This actually does have a use. Well, gee. If I had known, I may have to die and go back there. If I had known, I could have flipped the switch several more times. And I didn't realize this so far away. When you have flowing lava, which flowing lava would flow right here, and flowing water touch each other, it creates cobblestone. It's called a cobblestone generator. It's more of a bug that's been allowed to stay in the game than an actual uh, feature. And this water is flowing all the way down, by the way. So, in that, if I had flipped the switch over there several more times, I could have made a cobblestone, more cobblestone. I've already made one. This one I actually made myself. And it would toggle this and push it, wouldn't it? Or would it? I'm not sure if it will, because that only charges this block. Would it charge this one? That's something we need to test, because I'm not sure. If the repeater is going into this block is charged. I'm not sure if the charge will go to the next block and hit the thing. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. And that would make a bridge where we could work our way over here. And this is like some ridiculous, this is just ridiculous buildings. This isn't actual redstone mechanics, it's just buildings to make, um, I guess, obstacle courses for us to jump around. So let's go ahead and die and see where we end up. Look how big those buildings are. What? Alright. Run all the way back to the end. $28. Let's jump back out here and then just make our way down. Oh, I could have hurt myself there. See, like that long section there, it's just like a long staircase of nothingness. Just some strange obstacle course. Maybe at the end of the obstacle course is a um, piece of paper or a book or something that says where we are. So we're going to flip the thing. We see the cobblestone generator. We'll see if that generates cobblestone. Yes, it is. It is pushing the cobblestone, so we'll just keep doing it. There's a finite length, I believe it is 15 blocks, that you can go with a piston. That's as far as the number of blocks it can push. What is this? I guess we have to click it a little slower. Let's see. I think we're probably pushing blocks at this point, but whatever. Let's just go as far as we can. I think we've gone as far as we can. Now, this is the difficult jump. Alright, jump. Got it. Down this way. So, I wasn't certain about that, whether this power block would actually hit this piston or not, but it does. And it pushed right up into a furnace or something. Paper. M equals 4 equals M. Interesting. So let's go ahead and type that. 4 equals M. So How come I can adjust these? I don't know. I shouldn't be able to in adventure mode, but alright, whatever. That opens the door, so I could go that way. Let's take a look at all our options. I can't get up here. Uh, these two repeaters do not work together. If this one was facing towards the side of it instead of away from the side of it, it would potentially lock it in a on or off state. But as they are, they don't work. So there's a crafting bench and a uh, cart with a chest in it and a spawner, and none of it's connected to anything. It's all garbage as far as I can tell. And I do understand most redstone mechanics. It's not an issue of I don't understand it. It's a issue of this is just not logical. Uh, for instance, a comparator here. Comparator inside into a repeater doesn't do anything useful. And then this just goes here, but it's not going to ever do anything. There's no... This is some strange obstacle course in the facade of being redstone construction. Alright, so that's a dispenser. If we go over here, we can turn that off. That looks like the next place to be. This is a really long puzzle. Alright. So, at this point, I can hit that. And then I'll use that as an elevator. And let's see, what can we do to get back up? Let's see. Let's keep going. Another useless contraption. Let's see. Well, when that turns that off, nothing happens. There's like a command block. If I could hit that button. Let's see. I'm not close enough. I'm walking with the shift down so I don't fall off the edge. And I'm not close enough. That command button, man. That could be something cool. Let's see. There's an item hopper, and beneath it is a dispenser. If I jump down there, I can't get back up. If I could change the comparator, it would actually create a cycle where I could actually get into this item hopper, but I can't. If there's any item in that dispenser, I can't get to it. I can't click the switch and get in the hopper and pick up the item all at once. That's not possible. Alright. Well, I can jump up here. Alright. I can't jump up there. So let's go down this way. This is as far as we're gonna get. Oh wait, I can get over here. There was nothing in it. Anyways. I can't see how we would get any further. Oh, a compass. I'll take a compass. Why not? And then we can just knock that off. And it spawns a new one. That's what the spawner is doing, is making a it is actually spawning a chest thing. We can craft things. Let's see, if you have a compass and some paper, I guess I don't have enough items to craft anything. So I feel like I've thoroughly cheated. Can't see any other way to get any further here. And I've looked everywhere. It's just, there's no way back. So I'm gonna have to kill myself again. That's a shame. I'm a little lost here. Where is the code hidden in all of this? And why does it look so redstoney when we haven't seen any redstone at all in this game? It feels like we've cheated, it feels like we're on the outside. And I like that in some games. But now I want the solution. Anyways, let's kill ourselves. What? That's the solution? The solution is death. Once again, we've been shown the solution, and it was death. But did I see the numbers right? I was falling so fast and so far that I want to go back and check. So now I guess I should admit I knew that this was the solution. This is a pretty cool reveal in the late game of the code. And I was just playing along and showing how far you could get if you really felt that this obstacle course was going to end with you somehow getting a piece of paper with the code or something like that. And you can get pretty far. That is probably about as far as you will see on anybody playing this game. Uh, because most people fell. You probably saw when I fell down the first time, even though I tried to look the other way sneakily, because I'm a big old sneak. You probably saw that the structures being created, if I can make this jump ever, are actually the numbers when you look upward as you're falling. And so, of course, this is part of the puzzle. It's not just a bug or the map maker intentionally missing everything. Alright. Now, what would be really cool is if you could get in this water and ride the water down. But he's got it set, so you can't do that. Because if you could ride the water down, it would be a pretty cool looking ride. So I think it's 2370 25775. Let's try that. 25775. Is that what I said? Code not recognized. Maybe I'm looking the wrong direction. Now, the flaw with this is the long walk and the long journey. It is a very pretty long journey to get anywhere where you can see it at all. Um, and then it is a pretty long walk to get, like, if I fell right here, would I be able to see it? Is the question. And it's a question worth answering. 52775. Let's see. I don't know which side I'm supposed to be looking at. 52775. Checking. Just start walking towards the end. Why not? Code not recognized. So if I just start falling here, it's hard to see. It's hard to see. Might be easier to see at nighttime. A little bit. Alright. So let's look up. 52775. No, it can't be. Have I tried 5275? Have I tried 57725? Some of these numbers are lining up. 57725. I think I'm gonna have to take a journey further into the thing if this one doesn't work. Code not recognized. Alright. I'm having a bit of trouble trying to figure out if this is upside down and backwards, or just backwards, or just upside down, or what. And I am taking it is taking a while to make the effort to get to far enough where we need to go. This looks like floor to ceiling, like all the way height of 1 to height of 128 buildings. And then there's a whole bunch of them. This little part right here is the real challenge. And I always do that little bunny hop. Don't mean to do it, just do it. Let's go ahead and just burn something, because we like fire. Nope. Burn! Alright. So I want to look at it this direction. 2, 5, 7. No, that can't be right. I've looked at it that direction. Could it be 27752? We might as well try it since we're over here. I'm seeing the code right in front of me, and it's still not registering because of the fives and the twos and which orientation, whether you're supposed to be looking upward or not. If it weren't for the sevens, we wouldn't be able to ever figure it out. Please work. Please work so I don't have to jump again. Code not recognized, of course. Am I missing something? Is one of those sevens actually a 1? It may be time for a hint after this one. We know what to do. We're seeing it right in front of us, but we may still cheat and get a hint. We have been pretty bad about doing this puzzle map hint free, in the sense that we haven't done it without hints at all. I think partially that's my fault, but I think a big part of it is also just some very cryptic, very obscure amount of knowledge required. Let's see. See how far we can get. Trying to get as far to the left as possible. We're gonna face this direction. Could we make this jump? Nope. Uh, 5, 2, 3, 7. Was that a 3? Let's see. 53775. Let's try it. Maybe that's what we're missing. And I'm just gonna go ahead and ask for a hint too. Just give me a hint. Five, 2, 7, 1, 2. Okay, so we had this. We just had a big old amount of trouble reading it. 5, 2, 7, 7, 1. So it's 5, 2, 7, 7, 1. Was it 2 or 5? And it's just giving us the code right at the beginning. It's not even making it difficult. I think all of the ones should have been after the first hint. If you asked for a second hint, it just showed you a picture of the code. 52712. What happens when we put maps in there? Checking. You're gonna reject it. You know you are. Code not recognized. 52712. Check that. We got a compass. Opening room 29. So next time we are going to take our take, we'll leave those there. Um, so we do have an item that you're not supposed to have in the game, I would bet. But next episode we're going to take on room 29 puzzle. Hopefully it doesn't take quite as long or we get stuck on such a dumb reason as we did today, because that was a really cool puzzle. It's just a matter of, I don't think Jasper the End is the greatest architectural designer. He is possibly the greatest redstone designer and tricky map puzzle creator, even though he needs some work and more experience in game design in general. He just couldn't make the pictures look like the numbers in my head. Maybe that's my fault. Maybe I'm dumb. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps me out. If you want to support me through fan funding, click on my name, Rydo. That takes you to my main page. On the right is a blue button that says support. Any amount you donate will be greatly appreciated. If you want to follow me on Twitter or Google Plus or friend me on Steam or Battle.net, all that information is down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening. Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back with another episode of The Code. We are almost done. But first things first, let me ask you to turn off any ad blockers and or whitelist me, help me make a career. Last episode we did Puzzle 28, which is only a puzzle in so much as you have to figure out the right place to fall to your death from off the screen, because you go down here and start seeing the outsides of the world and this puzzle map, and at a certain place, if you fall and you look up as you're falling, you will see the numbers. And we did that many times, but my eyes could just not make out the numbers properly. So I had to get a hint, and the hint literally just told me the code, which is fine. Because I saw the code, I just couldn't read the code. It wasn't architecturally designed enough so I could make it. Anyways, 29 is retrospective. Let's see what this puzzle's about. Well, we're going upstairs. Cool. So, assumedly, those stairs lead right back to where they were. And then we've got a switch. And a switch does what? I can't read the sign. There's a sign here. I can't read it. Alright, so I flip the switch. And something changed, but I don't know what. So let's go back down. Okay, this is cool. Uh, can I jump up here? Let's see. The question is, can I make a jump? I don't think I can. Well, this looks kinda like the room we were just in. So let's go back here. No, I'm not buying it. Doesn't seem to be working. Well, if you're gonna talk about signs, there's one place where I know there's a sign that we never got to see. And that is puzzle, what is it? 7. Disappear. We stood here and we couldn't see the sign. And we still can't see the sign. I thought that would actually work. So we've got 2. We've got 1. Let's just poke our heads in every puzzle. Just see if we see something. You got death. time, I don't want to jump up there. Jump. Uh, why not? Let's just go over here and see if anything's changed. Am I on the right path, or am I on the wrong path, I wonder? Let's see. Well, there's another one over there, but I've seen two of the numbers, and that number. So let's see. And that number. Alright. So it doesn't look like that changed anything. I don't want to go on disappear again. I don't think that's going to be any different. Sound. Doesn't look like it's changed. Infinite, don't want to mess with that. I seriously doubt. Light, experience, I doubt it. Velocity, not going to touch velocity with a 10-foot pole. Smooth. Pixel perfect. Glitch. I messed up glitch a lot. Binary. Binary doesn't do anything anymore, thank goodness. The slide puzzle hasn't changed. Yeah, we're doing a retrospective. Biotype. Whether we meant to or not. This still works, of course, why wouldn't it? Draw. 28. No. Deja vu. Let's see. Just don't feel like I can get that air. Let's flip this. Oh wait. All of a sudden, it's open. Oh, did I fix it by opening it? Okay. Well, then if that's opened now, let's go back to this dangling question of disappear. Really? Where else could it be? Do I have to go back to infinite? What am I looking at? Stairs. I'm looking at stairs. And so maybe if I walk backwards down the stairs, I will see it. No. Let's see. If I walk backwards this way, will I see it? What am I missing? Let's go check out Deja Vu. There's nothing in Deja Vu. No way out of Deja Vu either. Let's see, return. This is still the code book with the complicated number puzzle, which I'm glad we never had to do another one of those, or at least haven't so far. I'm just gonna look on every single surface, every single place. Time, we'll go check time. Nope, nothing here. We'll take a moment to set the day. Set today, why not? Might as well have it daytime. We checked jump. We checked time, we checked different. Let's go ahead and ride the rails. See his architecture, which once again needs work. Looking everywhere. Oh, there is something here. So, 4. We see a number 4 here. So let's go to puzzle 4. Unless it means that 4. So we check this. Just knock that out of the way. Puzzle 4 is what? Death? Thou shalt not remake this paper. Alright. We'll kill ourselves. And we'll throw this in there. Why not? See if that's the code. Is it the same one over again? Really? Are you gonna reject it or accept it? Oh, the suspense is killing me. Let's just start walking. I don't think you rejected or accepted that one. Let's see. Infinite. Let's go up here and play with infinite again. So we walk around until we hear the click. There's the click. Now we walk down until we see the thing. The button which we hit. We walk over here. Looking for this. Then we keep going this way. Nothing's changed. Then we hit this, and we walk back the other direction. And walk our way all the way to the top. That is 8. 2 equals L. Okay, so we've seen this before. 2 equals L, and we've seen 4 equals M. Interesting. So 4 equals M, 2 equals L. I think there's probably a secret code in the code, but I don't think we're going to get it all. With those 2 numbers alone, I probably have enough to calculate a simple guesstimate of how it would be decoded, as long as it's a very simple code. Nope, nothing different here. We certainly are doing a retrospective. You think it's just the number 4? And that's it? Certainly not going to do velocity. Couldn't do it the first time. Not going to do it not going to try it a second time. Oh, the Minecraft music is playing. That means it's realized I don't know what I'm doing. Piece of the code. Pixel perfect. Nothing there. Nothing in glitch. It's interesting that the tab button worked and now it doesn't work. That's one of the things I'd like to figure out. How did he turn that off? Or turn that on? Biotypes. Nothing different there. Draws, nothing different there. Merge, nothing different there. Deja vu, we've looked at. 28. We assume we've looked at. Can we toss something? I guess we can. Let's see. What does that help? Does that help anything? So we can see the rail. Is it just the rail code with the number 4 added at the end? We didn't try that. Alright. Let's go try it. Let's see. I didn't think of that. Disappear. So 2, 4, 8, 7, 8, 4. Let's see. It would have been nice if we had a book that we could write in to write down some of those things, but whatever. 2, 4, 8, 7, 8, 4. That is one extra character than before, But for the 29th puzzle, I wouldn't put it past him to add another digit. Checking. Please be right. Please be right. We've been going too long, and I have no idea what else to do. Code not recognized. It's time for a hint. Yep. Give me a hint. Okay. 9 changed. We saw that. 29 retrospect. We haven't seen anything on 29. 16 lighting. 16 lighting. 0 code. Zero the code. There is no zero the code. Unless they mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 16 lighting and 16 lighting. Let's start with that because I have no idea what they're talking about. Let's turn off the smooth lighting again. It would be 1, 6. Star, star, 1, 6, star. If that's what they mean. But I don't even think that's what they mean. And it's probably not even the right numbers. Oh, I don't want to do this. Sit here and flick all of these again. But I think that's what's required. Well, if 0 the code is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we could put that as the last number 2. But it doesn't line up with 9 changed. It just isn't lining up. Did I miss one? I missed one. So let's turn all those on. So 8, 5, 3, 2, 1. So 3, 2, 5 is that, according to what I can figure. And if 9 is 4, we're down to the last number, so potentially we could just brute force this code if we can't figure out what 29 or retrospective means. Hmm. But the second number in retrospective, and we haven't even found one number in retrospective. Retrospect. Let's see. Alright, the door is closed. Is there any way to make this jump? Am I just not skilled? Or is there some other trick to this? I'm seeing something. What if I walk backwards this way? What if I jump backwards this way? Hmm. Let's just look. Let's just look. Hmm. And it seems so strange. Hmm. So when this is up, that that is up. It's still up when it is down. Hmm. Well, I can't figure it. I cannot figure it. Uh, so let's think for a second. On changed, the code is the first number unchanged is what? Let's see. A 2. So I'm gonna assume that the code is 2, 4, and then the rest. So 2, 4, 3, 2, 5. And see if this is right. Please be right. Please be right. What could we have gotten wrong? Alright. The problem here is we could have gotten any number of them wrong. And zero the code doesn't help one bit. Because see 9, 29, 16, 16. Let's see. No, it's just not making any sense. Have to wait for the next hint. Oh, I have to wait for the next hint? Do I have to wait till the next puzzle? Or do I have to wait till the next thing? Okay, well, I think it's cards on the table time. I remember that maybe I'm not remembering anything right, but what I thought I remembered for this puzzle is that there are all kinds of secret windows were opened when I flipped that switch. All kinds of windows that would have allowed me to see the switch in retrospective. Much like the one we have seen in 9, but elsewhere. But I'm not seeing them. And I don't understand what I could be doing wrong. Like there should be somewhere around here a brick or block that gets moved out of the way. And then we could see some new number. But I'm just not seeing it. I'm looking as hard as I can. And so I think I've made a mistake. I think let's see. What was the code we tried? 4 something 325. Let's just try them all. 4 0 325. Four, 1, 3, 5. Code not recognized. 4, 1, 3, 2, 5. 4, 42325. Code not recognized. Four three two five. Just make them as fast as possible, and we'll brute force it because we've obviously messed something up. 44325. 45325. So halfway there. This kind of goes to show the pointlessness of brute forcing if two numbers are wrong. Ready to give me another hint? Yes, I wanted a hint. That's not helping. Not helping one bit. 46325. Well, we're about to quit this episode and have me just go figure out the answer by cheating. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but we're so close to the end, and having run into far too many of situations like this, it really goes to show it's raised my frustration level a little bit too much for this. Uh, I don't mind puzzles, but I do mind cryptic, impossible to figure out puzzles. I like easy puzzles, or just medium puzzles, something realistic that most people can get. So this is the last one, 49325. And it's gonna be wrong too. Look at all these different versions of it we tried. For 4, for 7, for 6, for 8, for 2, for 0, for 1, for 5. We've tried every single number, so we know we're not anywhere close on it. And I just don't understand what what we're doing wrong. So instead of you sitting here and watching me brute force it some more, or me wasting more time brute forcing it, I'm going to go figure out the solution, and we'll solve it in the next episode. And then the last puzzle is next episode also. So we can be done with this puzzle map, which it's due time now. At this point, I've had my fill. Uh, Fortunately, the code 2 and the code 3, which we will be doing, don't worry, I'm not giving up on the code series, are much, much better as far as not having these cryptic and difficult puzzles. Uh, it's much more something that was thought out better and more applicable to more people, and instead of just typing in numbers and finding numbers all over the place, which I'm a little tired of. Anyways, that's it for this episode. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of the video. All of that helps me out. If you want to support me through fan funding, click on my name, Rydo. On the right, there is a blue button that says support. If you donate enough money, maybe I can buy a new brain. But that's not a promise about what I will do with the money. I'm just saying it's a possibility. uh, any amount you do donate will be greatly appreciated, though, seriously. If you want to follow me on Twitter or Google Plus or friend me on Steam or battle.net, all that information is down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening. Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of The Code. Hopefully we'll wrap it up today. So, I'm kind of proud of the reason. It is the same reason why we weren't able to do level 29 last time, and it was just a skill reason. So 42254 happens to be the code. I hope. Let's see. Please work, please work, please work. So first things first, I will ask everybody to turn off any ad blockers, whitelist me, help me make a career. Maybe if I play long enough and can keep this career, I can be good, a lot better at playing Minecraft than I am right now, obviously. So we got stuck on 29. Let's retrospect, and to retrospect the retrospect, it literally is you have to jump up here. And I tried it. I tried it even a little bit off screen, but I mean, think how fun it would be to sit here and just watch me try to make this jump. I guess you have to just get just the right amount of height to make it. There is a stair here where the rest of these are not. So it has been intentionally done to make it more difficult. Otherwise we could make the jump. There's no question of that. But because the stair's there, it's more difficult. And when you flip the switch here, that doesn't change the stairs or make this any further. So, okay. And that's why I couldn't get any more of the windows to open. It was like I said, it opened several more windows that we have to go to previous puzzles and find the windows and look through them and get all of that done. But we couldn't do it, and the hint doesn't help. You can do hint systems, but you also need skip systems. You need skip systems a lot more. Today we're going to try and do puzzle 30 last, and then hopefully we will be done with this, because I've had enough. I've had my fill. I'm done. So let's, I guess, is this going to be really simple? Just click the button. Okay. I have a diamond sword and all kinds of things. Let's just click this button first of all. I didn't get anything except for a couple arrows in me. Well, first things first, let's put our pants on our legs and our chest plate on our chest and our shoes on our shoes with this diamond armor. And if we're gonna go back in here, and fight, let's do this the right way. So kills, I have 1 kills, it's counting my kills, and I killed 3. And now I'm on top of this for a while. So that's probably the first number. 2, oh. No, that's not good. Alright, it's keeping my kills. 4. Kill the witch. So, what was it? Was it 3, 5? Let's just assume it was. Alright. Keep an eye on our kills. This is an interesting puzzle. It seems like I'm just killing things. And things are randomly spawning. But 6. And I'm just dying. 7. So 3, 5, 7, I think. It's either 3, 5 or 2, 5. 2. Now the pigmen aren't actually even aggressive, so I don't know why I'm bothering to kill them. Oh, these creepers. I am not an expert at fighting any more than I am an expert at. So that's 9. Then I am an expert at parkour. I don't have any of my armor on. What did it all wear out? Two. Alright. And it doesn't look like anything's gonna spawn. Good. So I think we figured out the code. Let's see. How to right click this. And right click this, right click this, and right click this. It's an interesting way to get numbers. It's the number of kills. 35792, I believe, is the code. 35792. Check it. Please be right. Please be right. Please be right. Please be right. Opening, ending. Good. We are done. Dad deserves some cake, but I can't eat any cake. That's a shame. Alright. I'm going to take some paper with me. And I'm going to take a compass with me. Because why not? We weren't even supposed to have the compasses. But let's do it. Why not? We'll take all these dies with us even. Not that it matters. We never got to see what was in that sign. I bet that was like the sign back here. I bet that was part of this. We will certainly, when we do a deconstructing of the code, which is going to be my next series, I'm going to put myself into creative mode. We're going to fly around. We're going to punch a lot of bricks and break them. And we're going to see how all of this works. Hints used 14. Code Finn. Thanks for playing. Code by Jesper the End. Did you enjoy the code? Try the code 2 Infinite. It's like the level Infinite, but an entire map based on it. Alright, this is pretty good architecture. I think you could do better these days. We have so many more blocks in 1.8 versus 1.64. We were stuck on 1.64 for a long time. Is there anything hidden around here, or am I just depriving myself of a cool hallway to walk down? That's always the problem with these games. They make them look so pretty, and then you're afraid that they hid something somewhere. So you're looking down, looking up, looking in all the strange places instead of just doing the cool victory walk. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. It it's so far that the render distance in 1.64 is having trouble rendering all this, which is kind of weird because in 1.8 it wouldn't have any problem rendering this. Although they still have a lot of places where they can improve on that. We're just walking down this hallway. Maybe we should be counting the columns. That may be the next code is uh, count the columns. Come on, what's at the end of this place? I have the render distance set to far. That's as far as it will go. Normal, short, tiny, far. And that's what it, I think, said to set it at. Alright, there we go. Now after we changed all of that. Hints used 14. It's not realistic that we really used 14 hints. The thing is we used the same hints over and over again because when we were stuck, we were very stuck on this map. There was very much a lot of stuff. Thou art correct. This is the end indeed. 5 equals E. So 5 equals E. And that kind of sucks. So there's some interesting. There's some more code stuff going on here. Let's see. If 4 equals M and 2 equals L, uh, and then E equals 5, 5 equals E, well, I just don't know anything from that, really. There's no way it makes sense. Or there's probably, would be my guess, is there are 2 more somewhere hidden. And then you would type in that word and throw it in to the uh, into the beginning hopper where all the codes were, and it would unlock or say congratulations or something. That's a pretty bad ending, just walking down this hallway. And that's kind of sad because that's what's going to be the ending of this series too. I hope you enjoyed watching me suffer a little bit. This was not the most frustrating game I've ever played, and I'm not as frustrated with this as much as some of my other series. FTL comes to mind, which is another series that you can watch from my playlist beginning to end if you want to watch me really suffer and lose 98 to 99% of the time and just be really growingly and growingly frustrated by it. The easy puzzles, okay. The hard puzzles, too hard in the code. Uh, the gameplay, the fact that there were so drastic easy puzzles and so drastic hard puzzles needs to be balanced better. It needs to work a lot better. Uh, this hallway is not a great design. If you want to do something like this with 30 puzzles, go in 4 directions. If you had gone and put, oh, let's see, how do you divide 30 into 4? 6 puzzles on each one. That'd be 6, 12, 24, 24, 7, 14, 28, 28, 9, 18. 18 would be 36. Yeah, so if you did like 9 per direction, it's probably too many. If you did 8, you'd be 8, 16, 16, 32. 8 would probably be the right way, and then you'd have just a couple empty ones, and then put this right in the middle. Now, with all his redstone, who knows how easy or possible it would be to do that. It'd probably be very close to impossible to do it. Because I bet behind this wall uh, he's got all kinds of redstone and command blocks and everything. We're gonna find out next episode, but we are done with this series. I hope you enjoyed it. Go on my playlist, watch some of my other series, check out the Talos Principle, check out Portal. I release 3 daily series Monday through Friday, so not every day, but Monday through Friday. Uh, Check those out. Um, uh, right now, that will be, let's see. Well, it should be my Hearthstone series, which I'm probably always going to be playing Hearthstone. That's my series where I talk about what's going on during my life and what's going on with my channel. If you don't understand how to play Hearthstone, watch the first one, then start skipping to the newest ones. Uh, that works pretty well. Or just watch them all. That's fine. I'm also doing a series based on an early access game called Plague Inc. Evolved, which is the new Windows version of Plague Inc., a somewhat popular cell phone game where you play as a plague and try to eliminate all of life on Earth through a simulator. Um, it's not as graphic or gross as you would think, but it's pretty cool in concept and thinking about disease control. And then my other series is Bastion, which is a just a hack and slash regular old game with a very unique uh, game mechanic in which the narrator talks about what you as the player are doing, which is pretty cool. And so those are my 3 series, or they should be right now. I may have already finished one of those games and gone on to the next series. So go check those out. They'll be released Monday through Friday. I have lots of other games under my playlists that I have done, and they are beginning to end type things, so you can just marathon it, and you'll get as far as I got. I can't guarantee that every game got to 100% completion, but I had my I played them long enough that I felt I was done with them. Um, so check out the playlist. Lots of games, too many to name. Uh, yeah, we're done. Thanks for watching. As always, I ask you to like, share, please subscribe to my channel. There will be more. We're gonna do the code 2. We're gonna do a breakdown of the code 1 and how it works. Uh, so subscribe to my channel. Comment if you want to. Let me know how you liked this as a puzzle Minecraft thing, whether you think I should do more or less of these, whether you think I should do other things. You've seen me in this series try to do kind of a dropper, try to do a combat, and try to do a parkour, and I've been pretty bad at all of those, so uh, puzzles in Minecraft are probably the only ones I would do. But if you think of something that you think I might be good at, or if you think it would just be really, really funny if I tried something and died over and over again, let me know in the comments. Let me know how you felt I did, how I can improve. Um, watch every second of my videos. That really does help me with YouTube. Uh, don't fast forward or skip to the next one or close the window half in a minute in. That that's not as helpful. You can rewind and watch things, and that actually is helpful if you watch something twice. But if you skip ahead, no, that hurts me. Uh, if you want to support me for all the work I do a lot of work. This is my career, and it's playing video games, but it is uh, 12 to 16-hour days. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that doesn't get shown. If you want to support me through fan funding, just click my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support. Donate any amount, any amount. Uh, put your money where your mouth is. Helps me so much. Another way you can donate is if you have extra copies of Steam games and you want to donate them to me, friend me on Steam, donate games that way. That will help me build up my library under that profile. It will also give me more options on new series. Once the burden to buy a new game is taken away from me, it's really hard for me to not do a series on it. There might be some other reasons, but usually I could do at least something with it if I already have the game. Um, Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Google Plus. That helps me a lot with those services, and it helps spread my videos and let more people see them. Uh, but it is much more important to subscribe on YouTube. That helps me a little bit more than following me on Twitter or Google Plus. Just follow me on all of them. What does it matter? Uh, Friend me on Steam. I'd love to have way too many friends on Steam. Friend me on battle.net. That's the Hearthstone network ID thing. So if you want to friend me on Hearthstone, I may, if I have free time, start playing my friends uh, 4 episodes. It's just a matter if I get all the other quests done first or not, and then if people are online and I have a bunch of friends, I will invite them to play games and show up on my episodes if that appeals to you. And that's about it. Sorry for going so long, but I do like to wrap up a little bit longer at the end of the series, and this is the end of this series, even though we are going to do kind of a bonus series on it on the same map. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking through it. It's been a little frustrating and a little crazy, but this is the code, and it's some wild stuff for Minecraft, particularly 1.64. We're going to be moving quickly into the code too. I hope you enjoy that. I hope you stick around for that. Have a good evening. Thanks for watching.